Taking your power back. Such a hot topic, right? And I think more of us really need to make this commitment to ourselves every single day so that we see maybe where we're giving our power away. So here's what I want to encourage you to do today. Let's try something different, okay? Let's tap into a feedback system that we might be overlooking. Okay, now let's think about it when we're looking at our business performance or something like that. We're looking at some KPIs and things like that, right? Okay, what's the story that this is telling us? Well, let's tap into our body. Let's see what that's telling us, right? Now, I've observed my body a lot more in the last few years, and here's what I've noticed. I've noticed that it actually lets me know, these signals kind of in advance, of, hey, pay attention to this, or, are these your people? I don't know. And the way that it communicates that is something that some people might call intuition, some people might call vibe, some people might call instinct. Whatever you call it, let's just talk about it. Okay. Now, sometimes that's like a signal within you that's creating this discomfort that you can't necessarily explain. So, for example, when I go to hug people, usually it's like a full bear hug, like I'm going in, I really want to embrace you, we're connecting for a second, all that kind of stuff. But what I have noticed is there are those occasions where perhaps I'm, around somebody new, or, it's that opportunity for, are you going to embrace, are you going to do this? And instead of just overriding that thing in my brain, I'm Guyanese, so, you have that whole, like, you're being rude and don't disrespect your elders and all that kind of stuff in your head. I actually gave myself permission to be like, Josh, do you feel called to hug that person right now? Like, is there just something off and you don't want to override that? And, overwhelmingly lately, the answer has been yes, I'm okay with me actually honoring what that signal that's coming through is. Okay, so I want to encourage you, maybe tap in with that with yourself. See if maybe your body's giving you some of those signals. Okay, now another one that you might be able to do, and I've only started doing this recently, and I know this is going to make me sound like one of those really out there hippies that you probably see all over your feed. But pay attention to the people and places that actually have you wanting to dance. Okay. Now, once again, being Guyanese, we're always looking for a reason to move, all that kind of stuff, right? So if you see a wallflower, chances are there might be a little something up, right? So what I've noticed with myself over the last year, as I've immersed myself among different people, different chosen family, if you will, is I've noticed, who do I want to accept the invitation to get up and dance when they invite me, right? Where do I just naturally want to get up and groove without any invitation? And that to me is a signal around safety and love and protection and just actually being on the same page. In those moments where perhaps I didn't feel like getting up and dancing or, accepting that offer to get up on the dance floor, there's actually usually been something there. I just haven't been able to tap into the concept or use the vocabulary to help me understand what's going on. So I want to encourage you, once again, take your power back. Let's try different. Let's tap into the feedback system that is our body. And let's actually listen to what it might be trying to communicate. Once again, this comes down to us not missing the message just because we are overlooking the messenger.